All right, everybody, and we are back. We are back. Hopefully everybody can hear me. Let me make sure. I got some updates in my phone, so we got to go to those. But 1 second, y'all. 1 second. While I situate everything, because my stuff is all over the place. Why is it all over the place? There it is. Okay, welcome, everybody. Hopefully everybody can see me. I don't even have a thumbnail for this, so let me let the people know that we're back. We have some updates. I'm hearing in the chat that it got pushed back. I didn't see that anywhere. But I saw that La Patrona went live. Hold up. Okay, thank you guys for hitting that like button. We live now. Letting the people know that we're live now. Good morning, good afternoon. Shout out to everybody, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for coming back. Let me go to the TikTok streets real quick. La Patrona. Here it is. We'll get an update. I think we might have an update here. Hold up. Nope, that's not it. We're trying to get some updates, y'all. Live, January 24th at 7. That is where the event is at. I don't see that she's live. I must have missed it. Okay. We're getting some updates, guys. Give me 1 second while I set everything up. Is this it? 3 days ago? That was 3 days ago. Videos, lives. Here we go. Maybe. Okay.
I feel even if the animals got to him, there would be some type of DNA dragged on the ground somewhat, guys. And plus, most of the animals don't chew through bones.
Oh.
Okay, lady, going. Pat, girl, I'm giving you guys an update. I want to chill with you guys. I'm going to go with them right now. I am.
Okay, we got an update, guys.
I am, okay? So she's detained right there at the Robert Presley Detention Center. Thank you, Sunshine. Thank you, my love. Have a good. Thank you, guys. So, and the girls are eating right here. Look at guys. Right there. They're eating there. So, hold on, guys. Hold on. Let me flip you guys over. So, Rebecca's detained there. It's not far from where we're at, literally. And the courthouse is right here. They're at the top floor, the 5th floor, right? There, she's at the top floor. That's where we have the court. That place is good, is it? Okay, so in my opinion, my humble opinion, I think that chopped up the remains, maybe they found some sort of remain, guys, I'm kind of scared. Some sort of remain in that house when they went to go search the plumbing. I feel like they found something there in order for them to be able to arrest them. And then I feel like the rest of the body was dumped at the landfill. That's what I think. There was Lulu. You're correct.
I think she paused her live. Okay. That is okay. Sorry, guys. Again, you have the TikTokers out there.
Okay, sorry.
Oh, here we go.
If what, Jose? Thank you. You're welcome.
People are just getting here. It's okay. Shout out to everybody, guys. Thank you for being here.
That place is good. Okay. Wasn't there a plumbing? Yes, there was a plumbing company that came out. So Rebecca's detained right here. She doesn't have a long way to go. She goes from here to here. It's literally like walking distance is like 5 minutes. No, Jake was not here. Jake was not here. And Garrett's here. He's a reporter and he's still here too. Me and him are the only ones here for now. But Garrett's here. Why did they continue her court date? Why did they continue? They didn't say why they postponed it, but they're postponing it for March 26th. When are they going to bring her out?
Wait, what?
When are they going to bring her out? What do you mean, yes? Did they ever find the baby's remains? No, they did not. They haven't been, the remains have not been talked about. And every court trial that I've been coming, guys, I've been here since the first one, and not one have they talked about the baby's remains. They've talked about the baby when, of course, Jake confessed to unaliving the baby, and not by suffocating him. He confessed to torturing the baby and pled also guilty to unaliving the baby, 2nd degree. Just hitting kennels. And she postponed it until March 26th.
What?
I hope she takes it to trial.
What?
There's underground tunnels. Yes, there is. If Jake's mouth moves, he's lying. Hers too. I think Ahmed was really close though. Ahmed was here. He was definitely here for the baby.
Hold up.
It's really cordial. Ahmed is very cordial. He's very nice. He takes picture with everybody. He wanted to do his little video of an update. He took pictures first, and he's very nice.
Okay, hold up.
She's sick. That's Pio. He's taking.
Give me 1 second. All right. I think we have an update from Jared. Let's get into this update right here because I think we'll get some clarity. So what happened?
Garrett Huddle, we're in Riverside.
Oh, come on.
Standing outside the Hall of Justice, we just saw Rebecca Haro. She was in court for a felony settlement conference that has been continued until March 26th, with prelims possibly taking place within 30 calendar days. We've seen how these played out. Sometimes you go in and they last a minute. Other times, like back on.
What did you said? Check messages. Okay, definitely. Hold up. Oh my God, delayed again? Okay, to watch. I'll have to watch it. So just so I understand, so her hearing has been postponed. I'm sorry, it froze
On
here.
October 16th.
Let me go back. Let me go to his website or his page real quick, and then we'll go to La Patrona. Give me 1 second, guys. Come on.
Hi, everybody. It's Garrett Huddle. We're in Riverside, standing outside the Hall of Justice. We just saw Rebecca Haro. She was in court for a felony settlement conference that has been continued until March 26th, with prelims possibly taking place within 30 calendar days. We've seen how these played out. Sometimes you go in and they last a minute. Other times, like back on October 16th with Jake Haro, they come in and they plead guilty. So the big questions that we still need answers are what happened exactly to the baby and where is little Emmanuel Haro. I talked to the chief prosecutor in there, tried to talk to Jeff Moore as well. Mary, Rebecca's mother, was also in court. I've been reaching out to her, asked her yesterday. People are looking for closure, and we're trying to get those answers as hard as we can, and we're going to keep pressing. For now, be sure and stay tuned to News Channel 3 for any updates. Hi, everybody. It's Garrett Huddle. We're in Riverside, standing outside the Hall of Justice. We just saw Rebecca Haro.
So it's been delayed? Is that what I'm hearing? Postponed to the 26th? Sylvia, I try to pull La Patrona, but I don't see her live at all. I don't see anything of hers live. Let me see if I can find Ahmed. Did Ahmed go live too on this? The only one that I see live is Carla. Hold up. On the tira. Dang. So it got pushed back? That's wow. Wow.
back on the Emmanuel Haro case, because if you remember, Rebecca Haro is still pleading not guilty, so we are expecting to see her go to trial or possibly get into a plea deal. So let's talk about it. Okay, so to start out, there was a memorial that was for baby Emmanuel at the Cabazon property that was tied to this investigation. Recently, News 3 visited the home and confirmed that the candles, stuffed animals, and other memorial items had been taken outside of the house in recent weeks, and they are now gone. Several TikTok at the scene said that people they identified as family members were moved to the memorial and talked about plans to actually rent out the property. News Channel 3 has not independently confirmed that they have a relationship to the Haro.
So this is shout out to Sylvia who messaged me who said her felony settlement conference was supposed to be today, but they continued it till March 26th. And then they're going to try to do a preliminary hearing in 30 days after that. Okay. That's the news that we have today on Rebecca Haro. Again, let me repeat myself, okay? She's still in custody. Everything, all right? She's still in custody. That has not changed. But the news is that her felony settlement conference was supposed to be today, but they continued it till March 26th. And then they're going to try to do the preliminary hearing 30 days after that. There's that. So we probably won't hear anything until another 2 months. Well, a month and a half, almost. March 26th. She's the reason I can't stand the word hola. Like, wow. That is insane. Thank you, Sylvia. This should be, they should be able to keep continuing the thing. Well, the thing is like, can this woman just say where this baby's at? You think she knows where the baby's at? She's holding out for a better plea deal? Is that what you think it is? I mean, it gives that. I don't understand. I don't understand at all. Oh my God. Hold up. Let me see if I can find. Wow. I was not expecting. I thought at the very least she would have had she would have said something, like a plea deal or. And we don't even know if Riverside, I mean, if they acted like they knew where this baby was at. Now, we don't even know where this baby's at, y'all. We don't know where this baby's at all. That's crazy, man. That is insane. Hold up, y'all. That's crazy work. Yeah, I don't know, man. It makes you wonder what happened. Why did they push it back? What? I have a lot of questions about this, man. I really, really do. Again, this is Jared, but I'm gonna see what else people are saying on the TikTok streets while we play this again.
Has been continued. Hi, everybody. It's Garrett Huddle. We're in Riverside, standing outside the Hall of Justice. We just saw Rebecca Haro. She was in court for a felony settlement conference that has been continued until March 26th, with prelims possibly taking place within 30 calendar days. We've seen how these played out. Sometimes you go in and they last a minute. Other times, like back on October 16th with Jake Haro, they come in and they plead guilty. So the big questions that we still need answers are what happened exactly to the baby and where is little Emmanuel Haro. I talked to the chief prosecutor in there, tried to talk to Jeff Moore as well. Mary, Rebecca's mother, was also in court. I've been reaching out to her, asked her yesterday. People are looking for closure, and we're trying to get those answers as hard as we can, and we're going to keep pressing. For now, be sure and stay tuned to News Channel 3 for any
Okay,
updates.
hold up, y'all.
Hi, everybody. It's Garrett Huddle. We're in Riverside, standing.
Okay, let's see what Jasmine.
Hey, you guys. So we just had felony settlement for Rebecca Haro. So Rebecca Haro was supposed to be in court today to put in a guilty plea. We don't really know what she was going to do. We waited, we went in, and they asked for a continuance. So if you do not know this case, Rebecca Haro is being allegedly convicted of murdering her 7-month-old son, Emmanuel Haro. This means that basically this continuance is going to go into March 26th. They did ask for preliminary, like if we can set that up after this court date, and he said that he would like prelims set 30 calendar days from March 26th if necessary. That if necessary is really getting me. I was just on live. Attorney was saying that could mean that they just don't have the full discovery to go through it for the defense. I did talk to the DA when we were walking out, Brandon Smith. He was in the elevator and I walked out with him and I asked him just point blank, do you have enough for a conviction? Do you have enough for a conviction? And he was very kind. He said that he was ready for a preliminary hearing today. He was ready to go. So that makes me feel a little bit more confident in this, but we will be back here March 26th for felony settlement conference. Hey, you guys. So we just had felony settlement for Rebecca Haro. So Rebecca Haro was supposed to be in court today to put in.
Oh, the defense was not ready. Lord have mercy. Hold up, y'all. Let me see if I can. That is interesting, y'all. Okay, let me see if I can pull the database.
A guilty plea. We don't really know what she was going to do. We waited, we went in, and they asked for a continuance. So if you do not know this case, Rebecca Haro is being allegedly convicted of murdering her 7-month-old son, Emmanuel Haro. This means that basically this continuance is going to go into March 26th. They did ask for preliminary, like if we can set that up after this court date, and he said that he would like prelims set 30 calendar days from March 26th if necessary.
So the DA, this isn't even about a plea deal. Maybe it is, I don't know, but it sounds like the defense wasn't ready. Now let me show you guys. It's on the website now, March 26th at 8:30 a.m. felony settlement conference. Okay, so it's on there. It's on there. Yeah.
That if necessary is really getting me. I was just on live. Attorney was saying that could mean that they just don't have the full discovery to go through it for the defense. I did talk to the DA when we were walking out, Brandon Smith. He was in the elevator and I walked out with him and I asked him just point blank, do you have enough for a conviction? Do you have enough for a conviction? And he was very kind. He said that he was ready for a preliminary hearing today. He was ready to go. So that makes me feel a little bit more confident in this, but we will be back here March 26th for felony settlement conference. Hey, you guys. So we just had felony settlement for Rebecca Haro. So Rebecca Haro was supposed to be in court today to put in a guilty plea.
Thoughts, opinions? I mean, that's what we have so far, guys. I don't feel like we have any other updates besides that. It makes you wonder where people stand and what people are saying. Let me see if I can go to the Facebook discussion groups. People haven't been updated yet. I'm sure that they will be at some point. So the DA is like, I'm ready to go. I don't know if a deal has been offered or anything. Her name is Murder by Nature Podcast. She's really cool. You guys should check her out. She's on YouTube too. Could be a witness that didn't show up, or did she say something that I missed? I'm going to go back to what the DA said initially. They said that they're not looking for a plea deal. So they're really just looking to convict for whatever reason that they're standing on and that they have. And mind you, with the limited information that we have about the situation, because we don't feel like we have everything. You know, a lot of it has been sealed. They feel like they have enough to convict. And I'm kind of inclined to believe that is the case as well. But, you know, I don't know, man. I don't know. And apparently court was pretty busy today overall. So there's that. Let me see if BYM News is out there. I don't think that they are, because they were out there too. Yeah, I don't see them out there. They were covering the Emmanuel Haro case as well. I didn't see them out there. We're still trying to figure out ourselves. Yeah, there's just so many facts. I don't think so. They did initially. Well, no, let me stop. I believe the lawyer It's either the one representing Jake or Rebecca. I can't remember, but it was the one that was representing the Turnpin family. Y'all remember the one with the kids? I believe that's the same lawyer that she has. So it might be a private counsel situation. Maybe she doesn't get a plea deal. Maybe there's enough to say that you really you not only did you not protect your child, but you participated in this, or maybe it was her. For all we know, we don't know, man. Coco's mom, thank you so much for being a member for 8 months. Enjoy every month. Thank you, my love. Shout out to you. And shout out to Tony. Tony, thank you so much for the Cash App. Tony, I appreciate it. You said, and if she does get any jail time, it will be more. It will be no more than few years. Watch, my brother fought murder, looking at life, and walked with 3 years. And he was out of bail. Fight his case. Wow. You're eating lunch right now. Shout out to Sylvia, who's out there, who has been keeping me updated via text. Let's see. Thoughts, opinions? You'll be there? Okay. You'll be able to attend March 26th? Okay, good. That's good to know, Mark the Shark. I mean, March 26th? It seems like such a long time. I don't know about you guys. Let me write this on my freaking calendar already. March 26th. Why does it seem like forever? Is it just me? Like, why does it seem like forever? I don't even have numbers on my calendar. Oh, I'll have to write it in sometime. You said, I hope well, I don't know. It does, but it seemed like even when we had court in November, it was like, all right, January. Okay, well, they get through the holidays and everything. The defense is not ready. And then she's not changing her plea, I don't think. So there's that. A few days after your birthday. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I don't know, y'all. So I guess my thought is, what do you guys, I thought we were going to get more. You know, honestly, I thought, given the fact that Jake changed his plea, I honestly thought that she was going to do the same. Really. I really thought she was going to do the same. That she was just going to change her plea. Because that would make sense to me. You know, like, you know, you're trash and so is that guy. Like, change your pleas. Okay, cool. You know. That's what I thought. Clearly not. So my thought is this. Why don't we go, since, I mean, we're live now. Do you guys want to go ahead and finish? We started a little bit of the, I think it was like the first 15 minutes of the family interview on the last live, except I had to go because I had to go tend to some stuff. Do you guys want to finish the rest of it? If you've not watched it before, we can watch it here. I got food here, so I got to eat too. But if not, we can just end the live, but let me know. Yes, I know. Vicky's like, right. Vicky's like, it's because January is like making us feel and see all 31 of our personalities. Y'all want to finish it? Y'all want on the Theta's on right now? We could check on the Theta. You were? Wow. I mean, I'm already eating, so you said I ain't got nothing to do with it, LOL. Okay, you said yes. Okay, we could do that. Let me check if On the Theta's live. If not, if you missed our live earlier, we were watching a little bit of the family interview. But I'm gonna see also if this is where we left off. Right, 26 minutes. This video is available for you guys to view. For those that don't know, it's called let me see. What is it called? What did I call it? Wow, Rebecca family gives exclusive interview, justice for Emmanuel Haro. And this was done literally 2 months ago. Again, this is the only interview that I have seen the family give exclusively. And it was done to Murder by Nature podcast. They have a YouTube channel. Check them out. They're also on TikTok. But she is the young woman that I showed the video on. Really, really cool. But let me know. You said, I doubt that she walks, but I already want to know what does discovery look like? Right? Also, could be a statement from, well, and it makes you like, is she going to throw Jake Haro under the bus? I have a lot of questions about that, but y'all let me know. Thank you, Mark. Shout out to you. Thank you for your super chat. Thank you for your continued coverage on this case. I appreciate you. Thank you. All right. So are we watching this? Put a one in the chat. You said, didn't he already plead guilty to Schmur? Yeah, he did. I thought she would have done the same. We can rewatch it, or you guys can watch it on your own. I'm going to see if Andotita is also live or if he's given anything update-wise. I don't know, Storm, about... I haven't checked yet. Okay, let's keep going. I'm going to make myself small, and I gotta take a really quick bite of something, y'all, because I got to eat real quick. Maybe this way. Y'all, I'm sorry. So many rabbits in a screen. That drives me crazy. Let's go.
Before they went in the second
Oh, yeah. Before the cell phone, when we first pulled up, Jake gave me her cell phone and his cell phone, and he said, do not give them our cell phones. I don't care if they said that, we said yes, you could give it to them. Do not give it to them. And I'm like, okay, but like if they ask and they have a warrant, then I'm gonna have to give it to them.
Okay,
So
right.
I'm
glad I re-listened to this part because I missed that. So I want to go back a little bit because the question was,
she's basically refusing to cooperate until she's legal. Can you back up? I remember when we were initially talking about the cell phones before they went in the second.
Oh, yeah. Before the cell phone, when we first pulled up, Jake gave me her cell phone and his cell phone, and he said,
Jake gave me her cell phone and his cell phone. So Jake Haro gave cell phones to Holly, their cell phones, okay?
Said, do not give them our cell phones. I don't care if they said that, we said yes, you could give it to them. Do not give it to them.
So he's instructing them, if law enforcement comes out here giving you some story about Jake said to give me the cell phones, don't give it to them.
And I'm like, okay, but like if they ask and they have a warrant, then I'm gonna have to give it to them.
Right.
So I put the phone.
Do not give them so Jake is telling them don't give them a cell phone. Jake is telling them don't do this when law enforcement, they might have a warrant, whatever it may be. Connie, yeah, so I'm glad that I went back just to re-listen to this part because I was a little off here. So now I get it. Okay.
The two phones under my seat, and I just left them there. And I was like, okay, but like I said, if they give me a warrant, I have to give them the phones. But I'm like, they had their phones the night before, so I didn't see what the big deal was to have their phones again.
Right. If they had the phones the night before, then they would have probably already extracted whatever information they needed from the phone, right? I'm assuming. So Holly's like, well, why would I need to take away the phone again? I don't know.
So I don't know too much about that, but I put the phones under the seat. When she came out and she said that she refused, she wanted to speak to an attorney and stuff, and I was just like, I was going crazy. So I walked outside and I went to go smoke a cigarette. And then Charlie he saw my look at him, and I'm just like, and he followed right behind me. And it was like around 5 o'clock, I guess, at night at this time. And he follows right behind me. So, and then I'm standing by the car and I'm like looking at him like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what is going on? I don't understand what's going on. And then Becky comes, and then we're all sitting. I don't know if you've ever been down to the San Bernardino police.
Becky is Rebecca, just so people are aware.
Headquarters, but there's these bricks where you can sit on, like all around. So we were sitting on one of them, and I looked at her and I'm like, Becky, you just need to do the lie detector test. Do the freaking lie detector test, and then tell them, go do your fucking jobs. Afterwards, tell them, go do your fucking job and do the lie detector test.
Because Holly's coming it from the aspect or the angle of, if you didn't do anything wrong, if they're just wrongfully accusing you, you do the lie detector test and, you clear your name, and then you tell these cops to go do their jobs about, looking for this baby.
And then they can clear your name, and then they can go and look where they need to be look. Because at the whole time I was thinking that maybe he owed someone money for drugs or something like that. And that's why they kidnapped the baby, So
real fast.
That's not me. That's them. I was like, woo. Okay, let me stop right here. Native Girl, thank you so much for the $4.99, my love. Shout out to you, Native Girl. Thank you. Appreciate it. Connie, thank you for renewing your membership. Thank you. Appreciate it. And then Tico says, PSA, you need warrants to say your name specifically or they're not legal. Ooh, interesting. That's a good point. Interesting. Baby Bunny said, interesting. She repeated me. Rabbitception. Yeah, you said, yeah, I feel like you're green again. Well, thank you for supporting. All right. Thank you, Native Girl, and everybody else. Let me hit play on this.
Say rugs instead of the other word, just so you don't get banned.
Okay. Sorry. So I'm new to this. So sorry.
I know.
So I was thinking that was the reason why someone had kidnapped the baby. So I pleaded with her. Charlie pleaded with her. We were sitting there and she's like, I have to talk to Jake.
So she thought that this was that maybe this was a rug situation, right? Where maybe rug deal gone wrong and maybe the baby had been kidnapped because of it. Okay.
And then at the same time, she was telling us they showed her a video, like a little snippet of a video from across the street, I guess at the liquor store or something. And they only showed her a little bit of it where she was falling down, but nothing else. Just how she fell down.
Okay.
And no one was, it didn't show. I asked her, did it show anyone around there? Was someone running off with baby around there? Nothing. She just said it shows her falling down.
Okay.
So then
there was a video clip, and I think we even heard this, that there was some video where she fell down or something like that.
Sitting out there.
It shows her falling down. Yeah, and I'm going to probably have to re-listen just to take notes, and then I'll definitely report back what I was able to capture. This is me re-listening right now, y'all. Shout out to Mama Jenny, who said that and a lot of people were in the chat had mentioned that they're having a hard time following the flow. So now that I've slowed this down and taken a couple notes, I feel like I get a better understanding of what happened exactly here. Okay. Yeah, that was great. I'm telling you, it drives me crazy when I do a review over a review. Mark the Shark, thank you so much for becoming a member. Shout out to you, Mark. Thank you. And again, Tinkle, thank you for supporting. I appreciate you. Mark, thank you for your membership. Shout out to everybody and welcome. You say, why keep going on the shred? Just tell us where the I know, right? It's like, Connie, I think that's the thing that we want, is we want people to just tell us, where is this baby? You said, I get annoyed when people video themselves while chewing gum. I'm not chewing gum, but thank you. Thank you, Yvette. Thank you. Okay, let's keep going. This is my first time hearing this too. Shout out to Sylvia who gave me the heads up on it. This is great. So this is family of Rebecca Haro, and they're giving us what happened behind the situation with at the time when they reported Emmanuel Haro missing, and just the craziness that happened between everybody.
And I'm stressed out because I'm mad at this point why she won't go and just do the lie detector test. I go back to the car and I'm going back to the car to smoke another cigarette. She's looking at me sideways while she's talking to Charlie, me going to the car. And she knows I have the phones in the front seat. So then I go and I'm sitting there, I'm looking for my cigarette, and I go in the front seat, and then I go in the back seat. And then she comes up and she's like, can I have my phone? Granted, both phones looked similar. They looked both alike. So I handed her one. She goes, no, this is Jake's phone. Can I have my phone? I'm like, okay, here. And then finally Jake comes out and we get in the car and we leave. And he's like, they're trying to pin this on you. They're trying to pin me against you.
They're trying to pin this on you, meaning Rebecca, right? They're trying to put us against each other, or against you, pin me against you. That's what she said. Jake already trying to manipulate the situation here, right? Letting her know they're trying to put us against each other. And maybe they were. I don't know, because police has their own tactics and whatnot. So this could have very well been a strategy in their part.
And stuff. And Charlie's like, BS. He's like, they're looking at both of you, not just her. They're looking at both of you. And the whole time.
Oh man, I'm so glad I rewatched this. Charlie's like, no. Isn't it interesting how Charlie, he's not speaking, but there's Holly, right? But Charlie's even picking up on the fact that this isn't right. This situation's not right now. What are you doing? So she was there when the investigation was going down. Her name is Holly. She is with Charlie. This is Rebecca's sister-in-law. And then they're talking about what was going on during the investigation and who they were going to pin who and what. And Jake's flipping out about not giving people the phone and stuff like that.
Becky didn't really say anything. He's like, he was telling.
Let me stop right here, man. Even thinking about this, can you imagine being Rebecca Haro's family? And it's not like she is just married, right? Holly's just married to the brother. So it's not like, you know, oh yeah, there's a bloodline connection, right? It's all through marriage. But imagine being Rebecca Haro's relative or even Jake Haro's relative. And then you're literally watching this go down. And I mean, I don't know if you guys you don't ever want to be in a situation where you have to like second guess whether somebody would do something, especially in your family, whether somebody would do something to another person, right? Especially a child, their very own child. You never want to be in a situation like that. But then if you're in a situation like that, and then that family member starts acting up and, you know, secretive and stuff like that and hiding stuff and they're going to pin it on me. I mean, I can't even just imagine having to react to that and keeping that in mind. Like, that's crazy work. I don't know. I don't know how I would have been. I probably would have been like, oh, F no. Y'all need to go talk to the police. I would probably told the police this and this is what they said to me. And this some shit right here. And they got something to do with it. Sorry, I love you. You know, we're family and everything. But the minute that you decide to commit such a heinous crime on a child, I don't know if we can really be that related, if that makes sense. I don't know. Native Girl, thank you so much for becoming a member. Shout out to you, Native Girl. And thank you again for supporting the channel. Thank you. You said, seriously, it's, I would imagine how difficult that is, right? Imagine how difficult that is.
Telling her, you got to get your story straight. You got to think before you talk. You got to think, you know, you got to make sure you're saying the right things, you know.
He's saying this to her in front of everybody. My God.
Stop. Not one thing got brought up about this baby. Not one thing got brought up about Emmanuel. It was about their story.
I bet Holly knew by then that this whole situation was just a fraud. Like they had been had. And I would imagine now, even listening to her again and again, this was hurtful. Like, this hurt.
And I was sick to my stomach. And I was just like, you know what? Like, I had posted this all over my Facebook. I was worried about this baby. I was like thinking, what the hell is going on? You know, I cannot believe this is happening to us. We just like got done burying my stepson. Everything was going on. I'm like, what is going on? But as soon as we dropped them off, first we were going to drop them off at their house. And then he goes, no, drop me off at my mom's house. And then, so that's how I knew that his mom lived not far from where they lived, which I've never been to Jake and Becky's house ever. And so literally I was like, okay, dropped him off and we left. And we called his mom, we called Mary, and we told her, like, they're guilty. They're guilty. And then we were going on TikTok and we were looking, and that's how
so they're like telling Mary, like, listen, this is bad. Oh my God. But I thought Mary was with them. She must have left around sometime around this time. I don't know.
We learned about his other baby Promise.
Rarely do I agree with myself. You said not the future Rabbit agreeing with the past Rabbit. I don't know how that happens. You say you could hear the frustration and sadness in her voice. Yeah, but Steeler, like, just imagine, right? I'm thinking in my mind of situations where I've been in which thank you so much, Sylvia, and thank you. No, you're fine, Sylvia. Y'all drop some hearts in the chat for Sylvia, my boo Sylvia. Thank you, Sylvia. Appreciate you so much. You know we love you. You've ever been in a situation like this where it's like, I'm just trying to think back. Have I ever been in a situation? I don't think I have. I wouldn't even know how to react to something like that. Is this Sydney's like, is this a video? Hold up. What'd you say? Is this a video? Do a video of a video? I know, Sydney, I hate these kinds of video. I really do. But we were playing a little. Some of you guys didn't get to watch this, so and I might end it a little bit sooner because I do have some stuff I have to catch up on. But and then there's some other news on the Busfield thing. Did y'all know that victims are like witnesses are changing their stories about what they said, what they read, what they said in statements? Are y'all surprised? I'm not. I'm not. So let's keep playing a little bit of it. But if you want to watch the full video, you would check on uploaded videos, premiere videos, and it's called this is what it's called. It says, wow, Rebecca Haro family gives exclusive update, interview justice for Emmanuel Haro. And I'm going to put the name here. This is the title of it if you guys want to watch it on your own, okay? But let me put it up here. It's very interesting. I'll say that, okay? Let me keep going.
That's how we learned about his background. Because when he said he had a background, we were thinking, okay, it was like from rugs or whatever. You know, we didn't think anything that he did this to another baby. And then we got in a huge fight with Mary about it. She was like backing her up. She's like, and so when she said in
Mary was backing her up. They got into a huge fight about it. Okay.
court the other day that she, like how you were addressing on your post about like what she meant about like seeing him being sentenced, because we had told her like, look, they're guilty. We even that Saturday, because we had called the detectives. After we called the detectives, we pleaded again with Becky and Jake, take the lie detector test. And they're like, okay, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. Never did it. And I know Mary had asked them, if you're guilty, you need to tell me right now. No. And Becky denied it. But she told them, if you guys are guilty, I will be there. I will be there to face you during sentencing. My mother-in-law has never backed.
Oh my God, this is crazy. You said he might have given Rebecca brain damage too. I don't know, man. You said you feel bad for the family. So that's a great question. Where they have a biological daughter to you. I think her name is Mackenzie. What happened? Where was this baby at while all of this was going down? Rebecca was actually pretty. Some old baby. She looked like she took care of herself. I don't know what happened, man. I think all the stress and stuff like that. The lie detector is not admissible, but I think it's a strategy to kind of get them, to worry. And detectives know that it's not admissible in court, but it's a strategy. Well, at least it's not admissible in California. That was First Liberty's podcast 2 months ago. Shout out to First Liberty's podcast. You said, hold up. You said, and when you're innocent, you do everything to find out what happened. Listen, especially when it pertains to a child, right? Like if you're being accused of doing something to your child, typically that's the reaction that most people would have. Like, I'm going to do everything that I have to clear my name, right? He was worried about people splitting them up, changing the story and stuff like that. So yeah, that's a good point. James just gifted 5 memberships. Thank you, James. Thank you. Appreciate it. If you guys have been gifted, put some hearts in the chat. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna keep going, but I'm gonna stop at a decent point so then you guys can watch the rest independent of me. To kind of get them. It's a tool. It's used as a tool in their questioning. That's what they do it for. But it's not admissible in court.
And both up. She's heartbroken. She's like lost her daughter. She's lost her grandson. She's lost her other grandson. Like she's lost her sister. Like we have faced nothing but loss in this family since August, since July, because that's when little Charlie passed away. We have been doing nothing but facing tragedy after tragedy after tragedy. So, like, the reason I really wanted to clarify this is because people are saying so many hurtful things about Mary, about what she said and what she didn't say, and how she reacted in court. It's like,
It's okay. Take your time, Holly.
it's just like, it's so frustrating because people aren't getting the reactions that they're expecting or they're wanting. This is our life that we're talking about.
Oh my God. I even hearing her upset just makes me upset. I'm sorry, even hearing that now. Roseanne Elliott, while she was telling her story, right, interviewing with cops, going in front of TVs, cameras, going on, TikTokers filming her. You had TikTokers outside there, following her when she was out there giving the statement with, outside of I want to call it a Big Lots, but it's not. It's Big Five. Big Lots. There used to be a Big Lots. That sounds so familiar. They're kind of the same. The Big Five. They're outside, and you had everybody out there. You had a lot of content creators out there trying to help out and everything, and trying to understand like what happened, what was the story, and everything. The lady knew this baby was already gone. This baby allegedly, it was the Big Five. This baby allegedly was already gone by the time that they were at the funeral. I know. Shout out to Big Lots, man. I forgot. I like that. I used to like Big Lots. This baby was already gone. She was interviewing. She was over here at the police asking for, clearly her nerves were shocked, like so much so to the point that her menstruation started. Like that's how bad it was. That's the crazy part of this.
Okay. And people are freaking saying, oh, well, she didn't ask about the baby.
Yeah. And I think, and I go back to this, right? And I'm just thinking out loud, right? You're never going to satisfy people. And I completely get where Holly is coming from being upset. There are so many questions that a lot of us have, and it's not a lie that there were, maybe things that were said in that prison sentencing in the sentencing that left us with a lot of questions. There's a lot. And we're just outsiders, but I'm assuming that there's a lot of unresolved, even within this family, right? Of things that were said or weren't said, things that were left this way. How do you look at Rebecca any different? What role she truly played. Is she a victim of DV? Is she not a victim? I don't know. And I think that this is something that they're going to have to figure out. But convincing the audience or convincing and trying to control other people's reactions of the situation, it's just not going to happen at all. It just isn't. I agree, Rabbit. It's just not going to happen. You think that they did something so terrible with the baby that they don't want the world to know? Yes. I think that, the baby passed away in that house. I think that there was likely, blood and whatever that was found in that house. This is why you had the detectives there. And when we heard this, that there was like stuff on the floorboards and stuff like that. They try to get rid of this baby. Like Holly says, they needed access to the truck. Baby was transported in the truck. And you talk about a 7-month-old baby, so think of the size of this, body, right? And then they disposed of the baby. I don't think Rebecca was there when the baby was disposed, but I think that she knew what happened. The sad part of the situation is that where was Mackenzie? Where was Mackenzie when all of this went down? Their child. Because they have another child there, remember?
You know what? You don't think she's a grandmother? She lives for and Mary loves babies. She loves babies. She would do anything for that baby. But she never even got to meet him. I'm sorry.
No, you're okay. This is exact. And I think, and this is why, like, I made that clarifying video. Like, if you follow this case, you would have gotten like these updates. But then again, and this is something that Ashley, the one that you talked to yesterday, was saying for me is, well, so, like for me, I'm very biased because I talk to you. I know the back end stuff too. So I'm very grateful for you jumping on, because I think that this is a puzzle piece that people are missing. And now they'll understand that when Mary...
Okay, so it stops right there and then we go to part 3.
Well, so, like for me,
Okay.
I'm very biased because I talk to you.
I'm going to stop right here. Y'all go watch it independent. So again, the update that we have is the next hearing is March 26th at 8:30. They pushed it back. It does not look like there's going to be any kind of plea deal of any sorts. It doesn't seem that way. It sounds like the defense was not ready. So Rebecca is still standing on her not guilty plea. For me, a side of me was hopeful that she would have just pled guilty and that's what she would have done. But I don't think I think this is going to go to trial. And if this goes to trial, I mean, listen, we're going to have to figure this out. We might have to do a trip down to, Riverside and figure out what we're going to do, right? She's allowed to defend herself at the end of the day. I think she wants to be offered a plea deal. I think that her stance is that she was a victim of DV, which could very well be the case. We just don't know. Right? I will see you guys. I have to go. I will see you guys later on. I might be live later on. We have some other updates on the bus field case that we are following. So I might go live later and talk about those. But guys, do me a favor and please hit the like button. Thank you so much. Shout out to those that supported and became members today. Thank you so much. I will see you guys on the next one. I still have to finish my food, so I got to go. If you want to watch the rest of this, make sure you watch it. That again, this is the video. Hold up again. It is wow. Rebecca Haro family gives exclusive interview justice for Emmanuel Haro. Now let me see if I can copy that. It'll be in the chat for you guys. If you want to click the link, you can go there. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye guys.